Heading just south of the Ropeworks takes us to downtown New Bedford, where on the corner of Union and Purchase Street, a beautiful old building is being reborn as the Ocean Explorium. I'm here with the Executive Director of the Ocean Explorium, Mark Smith. Mark, great to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to be here. Now, this is less of a rehab project. It is sort of a reimagining of what this building could be about. Tell us a little bit about the Ocean Explorium and the ideas behind its creation.
Okay, well, it's a centre for ocean sciences, and it's in a bank, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
But in a way, there's actually a connection. New Bedford has a very deep historical and cultural connection with the sea, and indeed has had great affluence as a result of its connection with the sea. So there is sort of a connection there. And one of our trustees has very kindly donated this space to us to enable us to build this exhibit.
Absolutely. So you spoke about one of your trustees here now. Who are some of the driving forces behind this project?
Well, very importantly, our partner is the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth, and the Chancellor, Jean McCormack, is very heavily behind the project. A number of philanthropists from different parts of the city. Anyone who has a sense of how important education is, and particularly education in the sciences and anything related to the oceans.
Absolutely. Now, how do you envision the School of Marine Science and Technology at UMass integrating with the space here?
Very well. In fact, they already are. The new Dean of SMAST, Frank Mueller-Karger, has been working a lot with us, helping with teaching academies. And in fact, we will actually have an exhibit from SMAST, which is also very deeply connected with the city and with the fishery, because it's how they re-looked at the fishing grounds and showed that it was actually possible to harvest more scallops without impacting the fishery.
That's fascinating. Now, for the visitors that come here for the first time, the centerpiece of the exhibition here is Science on a Sphere. Give us a little preview about what visitors might encounter with Science on a Sphere.
Okay, well, it's really an impressive thing. It's a three-dimensional representation of our planet as you would view it from outer space. But you can show it in over 100, in fact, almost 200 different ways. And also all the planets in our solar system. So we're using that as a stepping off point to tell people about our planet, and then around the other parts of the exhibit we'll come in and concentrate on local stories that have some ultimately global relationship. Absolutely. So there'll be a resonance at a local level, and then there'll be some really serious, meaningful aspect of that story on a global level. So we're trying to get people to think globally and act locally by using that device.
So not just that's that saying coming to life here.
It is.
That's great. Now there's the technology involved with the Science on a Sphere exhibition is pretty intense. So give us a little sense of what's involved with it.
Well, we're actually connected to the Science on a Sphere headquarters in Colorado, so we can stream in real-time information about our planet. And that is connected to our server here. That's distributed to 4 computers that are connected to 4 projectors, and they project the image onto a 6-foot diameter carbon fiber.
But so this is an ever-changing thing. So folks coming in, with a visit a few weeks apart might see something different.
Absolutely, it's very dynamic, and in a way, we're sort of treating it a bit like a cinema, in the sense that there are session times, and you can come in and see a different view of the planet.
Excellent.
And then again, we're changing, or I guess the exhibit itself is very dynamic. It's actually changing with those themes as well. So any way we can plug people into reconnecting with nature and with the oceans, we'll do that in this space.
Sure. And what additional plans do you have for the Ocean Explorium looking down the road?
We'll have a few of the early sort of exhibits going into this space, and throughout the rest of the year we'll continue to add those exhibits. In 1/3 of the building, it'll be living exhibits. We'll have a touch tank where people can interact with life. We'll have a lab with the life cycle of jellyfish and other animals and seahorses and things like that. In the other 1/3 of the building, on the other side of the cube, we'll have humans and the oceans, and all the exhibits will be a lot of interactive exhibits related to our relationship with the oceans. And then
so
again,
research, but also industry as well.
Fishing, the fishing industry, of course, a lot of industries that have grown up around the fishery, but also oceanography and how significant oceanography is in this region.
Excellent. So it seems like the perfect intersection between a tourist attraction and educational opportunity for the community.
Well, it is, in fact, and it seems a little, I mean, when you first talk about education, people are a bit, well, I'm not sure whether that's going to be that interesting. It actually is fascinating.
Absolutely.
And for people from New Bedford and from the South Coast, it's so important for them. It resonates so much because there is so much going on in this field, and it's really New Bedford's future. So it's like a venue to look at what New Bedford is now and what it will become.
Absolutely. Well, if you haven't had a chance to check out the Ocean Explorium, it's an incredible space, and you will be absolutely blown away by the science on a sphere. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
And best of luck to you with this entire project.
Thank you.
Setting up a pyramid frame that we're going to use to demonstrate the SMAS video survey. Basically, this frame is a mock-up of our real survey pyramid. This frame is made of aluminum, and it's designed to go into our 90,000-gallon test tank facility at SMAS. But it puts our underwater cameras, which you can see the silver camera there, and then the black housing is also a camera. It puts them in the exact same configuration as they're in when we're offshore surveying scallops and the seafloor. So what we're going to try to do is give people a demonstration of this equipment and let them sort of see how it works, show them how this information is used to affect the city of New Bedford in terms of the scallop assessment. Each year there's an assessment that goes on that determines how much scallops are available for the commercial fishery.
Right now what we're here in the physical space of the Ocean Explorium, and we actually consider this part of it as phase 2, because phase 1 has been the continuous outreach that has been going on in the field and the community, various programs. And so we're actually at phase 2. We now have a home, a physical space for the Ocean Explorium, and our first exhibit, the Science on a Sphere, is here. And we felt it was important to bring it, to share it with the community. Our feedback has been monumental in the way that it's such an important component to New Bedford that it was certainly time to share it with the community. And as we continue forward, we're going to continue to install a series of exhibits, and hopefully in the very near future we will be complete, probably around 2009 or so. But we felt it was important that as we continue to grow and expand on the project, that we invite the community in and share with them the various pieces and the exhibits that we do have. So it's a really exciting time, and it's an exciting project. So every Saturday we'll be open pretty much as you see it. We'll have demonstrations of the sphere, and we'll have various creation stations, interactive projects. But we'll also have a speaker series called Ocean Voice, and that's going to be held on Thursday evenings. We're going to have guest speakers talk on various topics, their special interest that certainly connect the idea of oceans and all the innovation and technology that's happening on the coast here. So we have a huge schedule coming up every Thursday night, bringing in speakers that you're definitely going to want to come in and participate in, and just really creative concepts, important concepts that touch on the ocean, technology, that really make you think and become aware about the importance of sustaining our oceans.